Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you today with another State of the Game recap for the Division. Today it's for July 27th, 2017. Right now I really wanted to go ahead and talk a little bit since we're still right smack in the middle of PTS3 both on console and on PC. They have clarified as of today 100% that there is no plan to do PTS4 and PTS3 is going to be closing down next week. They didn't give a specific date on when it's going to be happening, but we do know for a fact that the PTS testing is coming to an end. They are going through a bunch of final bug fixes and just trying to make all the final processes needed to try and get this thing ready for a full live patch release over on the live game. Now, with that being said, we did get Matt, the lead game designer for the live game. He was a special guest on the show today, and he was giving us a little bit more insight into what to expect from encrypted caches, how it all works, what's the drop rate, what's in these encrypted caches, and, you know, try and address all the drama that's going around in the community about how, is it gambling, is it this, how is the drop rate, where do you get these key fragments, where is everything at, and so on and so forth. And that's really what I want to go ahead and touch on with you guys right now. First of all, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what is the main reason behind the encrypted caches. What's in them? What are you grinding for? Why do you want to open these things? And there's 22 main collectible items that you can earn from the caches. In those 22 items, there's 5 full collections that you can try and collect from the loot table. Basically, the other items that are going to be cycled in and out between these things, besides those 22 unique items, is going to be items from the premium vendor as low as 100 premium credits all the way up to the highest, priced emote that you could possibly still get. And it's really interesting that makes it so that you have a little bit more variety. You're not always guaranteed the possibility of getting one of these new rare, unique cosmetics that isn't already there in the premium vendor. That's the other main thing. These are specific to encrypted caches, which I think is really interesting and cool. Yes, you can technically buy them with by buying key packs from using premium currency, which a lot of people aren't really into that. More people are going to really sit there and try and earn the key fragments, and that's really the main thing that a lot of people are going to be shooting for. In the PTS, there's not a huge drop rate on those key fragments. It kind of makes a lot of people upset. So how is it going to work over in the live game? And that was the other update that he gave us, and that is the drop rate for named bosses across Light Zone bosses, DZ bosses, mission bosses, all of that have been bumped to a 20% drop rate. So you have a pretty good chance there to get key fragments from that. You need 10 fragments in order to craft a key. Once you do that, you can go buy an encrypted cache from the vendor in order to try and get something really nice and hopefully get one of those collectible pieces. That has been one of the biggest things with this particular update is we're getting this new type of cache, and everyone's concerned, is it gambling? Is it going to be something that's just a cash grab? And 90% of the people that are going to be doing this, getting these caches, getting these unique pieces of cosmetics, it's all going to be from grinding key fragments. There's very few people out there that'll just sit there and go, you know what, I'm going to sit here and pay for this stuff. I know there's people that'll do that, but I'd say a little bit more than half would probably do that, but the other percentage are going to sit there and they're going to earn their key fragments, they're going to craft their keys, and it's going to be a little bit more of a grind compared to those that just use their premium credits, buy them, and move on. Now, last but not least, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about where the state of Update 1.7 is. They really haven't really focused a whole lot on how other things such as global events is working. Was it a success? I mean, they really haven't touched on that. And that being one of the biggest features, especially the easiest way to try and get that classified gear from the global event caches, it needs to be addressed. I mean, I understand that the update in the PTS hasn't been changed. Yes, you're going to get that 50% drop rate for classified gear for exotics in the global event caches, which is great. But overall, it would have been nice to hear a little bit of extra information to say, hey, this is also happening. We loved what was going on with the global events. We're still going to stick to those 2 weeks out of the month for global event, duration process, whatever it may be. Overall, guys, I just wanted to go ahead and say that this state of the game is more or less just the wind down from the end of all the PTS. I mean, if you haven't already submitted your bugs, what you found, what you think, please do that over on the forums. They really want to get as much feedback as possible to try and make this the best update they've ever made. So, with that being said, guys, this is the golden opportunity to say thank you all so much for your support. It's amazing, guys. We hit a new goal. We hit 50 sponsors the other day. We are climbing more towards 13K. I love you all. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.